All right, Crowbar Gym, downtown Leesburg. Excellent. And welcome everybody if you're here. Whoever's going to show up late, it's all good. Welcome to our happy hour. Arbonne happy hour, here it is. I have my guest, Mandy.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hi.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mandy Halexi. Thank you for being on here. Thank you, Hansel, for having me on here. I'm just really excited for us to be here for a little bit to just learn about Arbonne over the next few minutes, you guys. I'm going to tell you about Arbonne as a company and just break down this incredibly healthy living inside and out, as you can see in front of us. And, our Arbonne program, the different skincare lines, and I really just encourage you guys to listen with an open heart and an open mind. And maybe you're possibly looking for a business opportunity that can give you choices and flexibility, and you may consider what we do on the side, me, Hansel, and I. Maybe you're only interested in shopping and getting awesome products that are healthy for you. And we also have great preferred client program, and we'll just share a lot of different options. But first,
and we're going to go back and forth, and we're actually going to even have a show you everybody. Someone wants to call in and give us an email or anything like that, we're going to put that up again in a couple seconds. So this is our Arbonne happy hour. I'm going to, just to add to this, to Arbonne and the experience I've had. I've been with you. I don't even know how long it's been so fast. I think we're talking about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
something around there. So I've been having a good experience. I've bought the products. I brought them into the gym. There's a lot of people out there who have poor quality proteins, poor quality nutrition, and things like that. And I'm a big believer, yes, you can do a lot with diet, but at the end of the day, we can't get to the diet as much as we want to. So with the 30 days of healthy living, I've gotten good results with that. I know a lot of people out there have the fizz. That's also really good because, I bought a coffee. I love the taste, but at the end of the day, I really like the fizz because, it's cost effective and it's just better for you in the long run. And I've helped a lot of people, and when it comes to the back end of the business on that end, and it's also really good for business. So if something wants to get into that, they're more than welcome to do so. But definitely happy. Oh, and I can't say more than this right here, my hair gel. Yeah. I'm very thankful for it. Thank you. So we're going to put up a slide in a couple seconds. So I'm going to get the slide up and running so as everybody can see it. Healthy living inside and out. So I'm going to click onto that, and we're going to go to the first slide so we can, continue with our experience here.
Perfect. Go ahead. I'll tell you guys just a little bit about me so you know my background. So I'm actually a nurse practitioner by profession. I currently work for my husband, who's a physical therapist and owns his own practice. We have 3 children. I'm very busy, and I was introduced to Arbonne about 6 years ago, and I really was introduced through the skincare side, you guys, because in my mid-30s, I was looking for better skincare, as many of us are, because we want to age gracefully. But then little did I know that I actually really loved the nutrition part of Arbonne. Back then, I had 2 C-sections, just wasn't really a bad state of my health, as Hansel was saying. I didn't know that I could get protein in a clean way. And I started using Arbonne's protein, the fizz sticks. I actually did the Arbonne 30 program. Absolutely changed the health of myself and my family. And so really, that's why I'm passionate about sharing about this. So,
and I've been happy with the skincare products. I've been actually buying it as gifts for a lot of people. Of course, I got some of the bath products and stuff like that, and I like good quality. And I do a whole food plant-based diet, so healthy living, less impact on the environment and things like that. I like your your 80-20 rule. We can't go. A lot of people can't. It's impractical to go 100%. I know people try, but it's unbelievable sometimes. But the skincare products are really good. Gotten good results with it. A lot of people tell me they're really nice. No one breaks out. Really, really good quality.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's awesome. So just if you have no idea what Arbonne is, we'll quickly talk about that as it says in the slide. So Arbonne is a health and wellness company that was founded in about 40 years ago in 1980 by a man named Peter Moore. And his vision for Arbonne was really to be a place where people could flourish in every area of their lives and also create an opportunity for just ordinary people to do extraordinary things. I love that, and until today, 40 years later, his vision still keeps growing. He really has this belief of healthier mind, stronger body, and beautiful skin. It's all connected, as we know. And then we'll go to the next slide, which we talk about on sustainability. We are proud to be a B Corp certified organization, which means that we value people and the planet, not just profit. And we don't just want to be the best company in the world, but the best company for the world. And we actually have a goal of having zero waste in the company by 2025, which I absolutely love. Our packaging is becoming more and more green, and we're cutting down our water usage. And just there's so many things we're doing every day with Arbonne. That's just making sure that we take care not just of people, but also our planet. And then if we go on the next slide, talks about a wide range of consumable products. So as you can see in the slide, you guys, we offer things for the entire family, from makeup to skincare, body and nutrition, for men's line, sports line, essential oils, hair care. I mean, like, Hansel was just talking about his pomade, and I'm here talking about the nutrition, and then we're talking about skincare. There literally is truly something for everybody, which I love. In the next slide, it talks about the Arbonne's promise, which again, I love this. There's only 4 things. All of our products are 100% vegan. Now, you don't have to be vegan, but let's face it, we keep learning about plants and how much we really don't eat enough of it. So if you can get more of it, why not? Because it's healthier for us. We are cruelty-free. We are non-GMO and formulated without gluten. We're formulated without dairy, without soy or whey. And a lot of people, Hansel, you always say that whey is that cheap protein that a lot of people use out there, and it's just not good for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of fillers, a lot of junk. And what I like about the nutritional products, specifically the protein, if you're going to eat a lot of protein, and a lot of people don't get plants. And at the end of the day, when you look at the science, plant protein is superior. Vegans, at the end of the day, they want better products. They want it to be cruelty free. They want the best that they can. So honestly, the company went on the best route possible to do this, because sometimes at the end of the day, the reason why protein is bad from animals is because you're getting the waste product. If you look at the tradition of it, a vegan protein was always, hey, we're going to use peas, or we're going to use other proteins, and it's a whole protein. Of course you're going to get into that, but it's, as far as I read from Arbonne, it's a whole protein, has all the amino acids that you need. And if you don't get enough plants in your diet, and most people do not, okay, it has a lot of fiber, it has a lot of micronutrients that you're going to need from that, and it's just a good way to go.
Exactly. I love it. And like Hansel said, we innovate using plant-based ingredients, and we are grounded in science and research. When we abide by, you guys have very strict ingredient policy. We actually follow the EU standards, which bans a lot more toxins in the products than the FDA in the United States does. And Arbonne goes above that. And we actually, we ban over 2,000 toxic ingredients that we are absolutely not allowed in any of our products. And I love that. And the thing about Arbonne too, it's risk-free to try any of your products. You have a 45-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. If you try something and you're like, maybe I don't like the taste, or maybe that didn't work for me, it's just there's really no harm in trying. And then we'll go to the next slide. So you must be like, okay, now you guys keep talking about this Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living, and what exactly is it? So I'll quickly share what that is. And Hansel, if you have questions for me, just feel free to just jump in.
Oh, I definitely will once I do.
So this is our #1 best-selling product line, you guys. It is not a fad diet or a rapid weight loss program. There's no counting carbs, calories, fat grams. It's really, really, really simple. If you go into the next slide, so what the program kind of focuses on.
It's very intuitive, people. It's very intuitive.
So it's really about resetting your body. Do you ever feel like you're just so tired of what it is? No matter what you do, you don't feel like you're getting a change. Sometimes you need to press that reset button. This is basically a jump start to help you to establish your eating habits and really a lifestyle for people. Those fad diets don't work. You want something. I've been in this business for 6 years. I can tell you for 6 years, I've eaten this way. It's incredible. And I love it that it's sustainable. And, I'm able to maintain the weight that I like, how I want to look, and all of that, and knowing that really I'm in the best state of my health. The program is designed to help manage your weight. It's helped increase energy. It supports a balanced gut microbiome, and it helps you use really to understand how food can be fuel for the body, and not just, I think a lot of people don't understand that food actually should be fuel. It's not just something to keep you full, but it actually should give you energy.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to help you look better, feel better, and really be the best. And there's just tons of testimonials from all sorts that you'll get. And, we've heard from, and the program helps you in weight management, helps you reduce cravings. How many people say, I just don't know how to get rid of sugar? And if you do this program, it will absolutely help you do that.
It definitely will.
increased energy and focus, metabolism support, glowing skin, you guys, because really your skin is actually a reflection of what's in your gut, you know, and so make sure that you kind of understand it, and will help you understand that too. And also help you understand your nutrient intake. So they say that America is overfed but undernourished. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's true. You eat in quantity but not quality.
Yeah, we eat a lot, but we don't have enough nutrients.
Exactly.
And if you look at the back of the bag, you will see there's a lot of fiber. So that gives you that gives you right there. It gives you a lot of energy. And if you're doing already a high meat product kind of eating, that's a lot of protein in general. Unfortunately, you get that saturated fat.
Yeah.
So when you eat this kind of protein, you mix it with fruits. And I went to their shop one day, and they say, "Here, we'll make you a protein shake." And I'm like, "All right, sounds great." Fruits and vegetables, the right in, it's already in there. But then they threw some berries in there, and I drank with a little almond milk. I had a lot of energy throughout the day. I didn't even have to eat in the afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. It keeps you full. And so if you go to the next slide, you're like, okay, again, this all sounds good, but what does a day look like in the 30 days? And so the steps are right in front of you, the things you're going to do. Now, we are going to avoid certain foods that can be what we call allergenic or maybe acidic or addictive to the body. And really for 30 days, you're going to eliminate it. Because remember, we're doing a reset for your body. A lot of people don't know that certain foods cause their body problems until you get rid of it. And then you add it back and you go, ooh, my body doesn't like that. So what are we going to get rid of? Refined sugar, artificial sweeteners, so none to that for 30 days. We're going to get rid of gluten, so anything that's like, pasta, white bread, and all that stuff, unless you're going with a gluten-free stuff, we're going to get rid of. We're going to get rid of dairy. And I know a lot of people, if this list scares you guys, I promise you we are going to have alternatives to replace it with. We get rid of soy, we get rid of whey, and when I mean whey, like the whey protein, WHEY, coffee. Really, coffee, soda.
So a lot of what you named at the end of the day, it's a treat. I mean, a lot of it is you're having a treat at the end of the day, and mind you, not everybody can take milk. A lot of people are not realizing that milk product. It's not like it used to be 100 years ago. Number one, it has a lot of estrogen and a lot of other things that are in there that I'm not going to get into. So a lot of people can't. I know I can't take milk anymore. It's not good for me. When I was younger, perfectly fine, but I get allergic to it now.
Yeah, so they actually say there's a study that says that 95% of the human population actually is lactose intolerant after the age of 5. So you're really not meant to be eating a lot of milk products already throughout the day, like by the time you're 5. So it's funny that your body naturally does that. But again, we can get, calcium, which I think most people think we can only get calcium from dairy from other sources, right?
Nope. Plants.
Exactly. And so what else are we going to do? We're going to eat clean, balanced, whole foods. You're going to be able to now enjoy this Arbonne shakes we keep talking about. You can choose to do 1 to 2 a day. That's going to replace your whole meal. And then you're also going to eat like amazing foods, you guys, like organic fruits and vegetables, cage-free eggs. If you want to do some meat protein, if you're not vegan, you can do some grass-fed beef.
Now, you guys have a Facebook page, right, where you can go and check out all the recipes and stuff like that?
Exactly. So we actually have, it's like holding your hand. Every day you're going to get education, and you have like about 400 people join in every month. And so you're not alone. And when you feel like you're struggling, you can actually ask for support, and we're all there to kind of hold your hand. And you can eat fish.
There's a good support system. That when I went on the Arbonne Facebook page, great support system.
It's great. You can do brown rice, sweet potatoes, healthy fats. And so if you're worried that we're going to starve you, absolutely not. We're just going to teach you how to eat really, really well.
Remember, guys, this is an 80-20 concept. The idea is that you're 80% of the time you're eating really healthy as possible, of course, because we have lives. And then that 20%, okay, is all about, just enjoying your life. I still have a drink here and there, and that's perfectly fine. That's the best way to go about it.
And I tell people, if you eat well Monday to Friday and clean, by the time it's time for your beer and a cookout on Saturday and Sunday, you don't feel bad because you've eaten healthy. And then from Monday, you're back to resetting again yourself. And I promise you feel better than if you eat bad all Monday to Sunday. So I love that whole 80-20 rule, definitely.
Now, how do you track the goals and progress? How do you guys do that?
So everyone's kind of different. Just it's individualized. So I think some people are looking for like weight loss, versus some people maybe are looking for more energy. There's a lot of files we have again in the Arbonne page that you can download. It's literally like an Excel that you could write down. So some people will even kind of do a food journal, like what they notice their body likes versus doesn't like. Loads of resources. We tell people we really prefer that you don't stand in the scale every day. We only do it once a week. So whether you do it like Sunday or Monday, it's really up to you when your week kind of ends or begins.
So I'm asking because, here at Crowbar Gym, we use a couple of different things. Of course, I don't really focus too much on weight. I usually focus on, we do taping, we do a food journal. And mostly is what you usually get from when I've tried this with someone is actually the way they feel. They feel a lot better. No aches and pains. A lot of their arthritis goes away. Where, a lot of the things that you normally, you claim it to be old age or maybe your injuries, just the way that person feels. And I know it's not like backed by science in regard, but at the end of the day, if you're feeling better, you're moving better, it's because you really cleaned up the way you eat.
Exactly. It's amazing. Again, everyone's different. Some people won't really see weight loss, but they'll actually notice like their pants fit so much better. The jeans you couldn't get in finally fit. So like you said, absolutely, everything is about how you feel. So I love that.
Yeah, but I did see a lot on the Facebook page. There was a lot of people losing a lot of weight. So so you can't deny that you're not going to lose weight off of this stuff.
Exactly.
Of course, a lot of it is hormonal. So weight loss is really about how your hormones are. But at the end of the day, if you do take a lot of inflammatory foods out of your diet, you are going to lose weight.
Exactly. So if we go into the next slide, we can actually look at what comes in our kit. So you're like, okay, so the first thing we talk about is the protein shakes that Hansel keeps talking about in the kit that the 30 Living kit that you'll get. You basically get 2 bags of protein. You can pick what flavor you like, but we have chocolate and vanilla. And each bag is good for 30 servings. So you'll basically have really 60 servings. So again, if you're doing 1 shake a day, you'll actually have enough for 60 days. If you're doing 2 meal replacements a day, then you'll have enough for 30 days. And again, this is going to completely replace your meal. So you decide, is it breakfast, lunch, or dinner? I personally love it for breakfast, but like today it was my lunch. So you just decide what works. And you can have some healthy snacks between. Again, we have resources to show you what are healthy snacks. What is in our shakes? Again, like Hansel said, we have cranberry protein, brown rice protein, and yellow pea protein. It's absolutely amazing. And plus, we have 20 essential vitamins and minerals. Each serving gives you 20 grams of protein, and it completes your amino acid profile, which is the building block for everything in your life. So,
and for the people that are concerned, this might be really expensive. Actually, it's about the same quality as you would find a commercial like grocery store. But mind you, a commercial grocery store doesn't have the best interest in providing a good quality protein. They have tons and tons of products, and most of the time that's filler.
Yeah, and actually at the very end, I'll show you how affordable it actually is. And I tell people, once you actually do the whole kit, you'll find out every time you replace your meal how affordable it is. It's so much cheaper than eating out. So I promise you guys, this is not going to break your bank.
I saved like $300 just using this. And mind you, I don't even, when I was on the plan, I did it. I saved a good amount of money, and of course I spent more in protein in a sense because I was using it up more to give it a good try, like the way the program is. But then afterwards, I eat a lot of protein anyways from other sources. I make the bag go almost for like 2 months.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, and there's many other things you can do with the protein. In our family, we do waffles, pancakes. You can bake with them. I mean, it's endless what you could do with it. So it's awesome.
I still got to try out your protein bar recipe that you guys told me about.
Yes, those are the best. My kids think it's brownies, so it's awesome.
That's perfect.
The next slide, our energy physics. Hansel talked about this too. This is basically our low-calorie drink. It helps promote alertness, endurance when you start to feel tired. Again, very low in sugar, and the only sugars we use are cane sugar and stevia. We have citrus flavor, the pomegranate flavor. Now we have the new strawberry flavor, which I absolutely love.
My favorite is the sour apple, the best.
Oh, I know that one's seasonal. So when it comes out, you afford.
Well, I am going to buy like 15 boxes. I'll tell you that.
Right. Anyway, then these things are filled with B vitamins. It has a natural boost of caffeine from green tea and guarana plants. Again, very alkaline for your body to give you that boost of energy. It is a great replacement for coffee, soda, and all those unhealthy energy drinks. I love this. We literally cannot live without energy fizz sticks. So I love them. The next slide, we'll talk about Digestion Plus, which is our healthy plant probiotic. Again, everything. Our gut is our second brain. It basically controls everything else, right? And so this pre and probiotic has 3 billion probiotics, and it actually is a probiotic in spore form. So you don't need as much as the ones you buy kind of over the counter, you guys, because it actually survives all the way until your gut because it's contained in a spore form. It also has digestive enzymes, kind of just digest the good food that we're eating, and that your health can use it for energy, right? And this
Yep.
helps bloating, gas, indigestion, and all that stuff.
So this the funny thing is they've been talking, bodybuilders and scientists have been talking about this in the health sphere for almost like I would say like since the 30s all the way up to the 60s, but it kind of went down to the side. If you're not absorbing food, you need digestive enzymes. That's just the bottom line. Also, too, if you're eating the big three, that's a lot of oil, a lot of salt, okay, and a lot of sugar. You're only feeding your gut microbiome with a certain amount of foods.
Yeah.
That's why when you buy these products here, these have, microbiome actually needs to have, fruits and vegetables. That's why when people use like pea protein, it's actually very soft on the stomach. But beans, for example, or a lot of things with a lot of fiber, people get like, oh, I can't handle it. I need to go back to my keto diet. And we know if you do keto too long, you're not really providing nutrients for yourself. So this will get your microbiome to absorb food the way it should be.
Exactly. And we're meant to eat like a whole array of food, and so eventually people start narrowing, then they can't eat much of anything. It's because their gut microbiome is so unhealthy and they just can't digest food properly because everything makes them like sick or uncomfortable and bloated. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. And a lot of us, as we age, lose the enzymes. And so you definitely need it. I see a huge difference when I take my enzymes than when I don't, when I'm really digesting.
I mean, I've seen a good, I've tried other products, but I've seen really good results with this. And I live by it because that's something I've been trying to, bring into my own health. Because, my father, when I was a kid, he died of stomach cancer.
Wow.
So, and mind you, I think Peru and a lot of these foreign countries are a little bit toxic. So this is important. Your gut digestion is tremendously important. So if you do anything, this is the only thing you should be doing.
Exactly. Oh yeah. I mean, we can't live without this. And again, it's in a packet. As you see, I just add it to my shakes. Sometimes I'll add it to my fizz. But the whole family takes it. I mean, everybody literally takes my probiotics in my family.
And it's hard to get it started because I think people are trying to do that and they're trying to put more food into their repertoire. But you do need something to help you out with that.
For sure. Absolutely. Now we'll go to the next slide. We'll talk about the next product. I love this detox tea, you guys. So we're talking about supporting our elimination organs. A lot of people, you don't hear this kind of in traditional medicine, but in functional medicine, it's all about supporting the organs that work the hardest in your body. And what are they? It's your liver and your kidneys, you guys, and our gut. So this detox tea absolutely addresses all of that. Number one, it's mild. It's caffeine free. There's 9 botanicals like milk thistle. Again, it supports, we call your trash can, which is your liver. It basically, everything goes through there. And a lot of people, by the time you're 50, 60, people will tell you, oh, in your blood test, oh, you've got fatty liver. And you're like, but I don't even drink that much. And, because the old thinking thinks that it's only related to alcohol, but it's not, you guys. It's literally like your trash can was never washed.
Yep,
it's so stinky and filled with junk, and you've got to actually clean it out. And that's what this tea does. It's very mild, so you can do it while you're at work. You're not going to have a number 2. Literally, it's just it supports again your gut, your kidneys, and your liver, and I love it. One functional medicine doctor actually who knows about this says that your cupboard should never not have detox tea because it's absolutely amazing. So you can do this at night, you can do this in the morning. Again, it's very gentle. It actually, to me, I love the taste.
And mind you, most people detox themselves by doing a fast. At the end of the day, a lot of people have lives and maybe especially if they're working hard, this is another way of detoxing your liver and your kidneys without actually being so extreme.
Exactly. And I mean, the fasting, there's only a certain amount of, I guess, kind of time or energy you can do that. And for some people, it's not sustainable. And so this is nice that there's an option to actually do this kind of in a very gentle manner.
And your liver's tied to your skin too, as well. And I've me and you had a discussion about this. A lot of people don't understand if their liver is not detoxed, they're going to see it in their skin, their biggest organ. You're actually going to show it.
Absolutely. So if you do the next slide, the next product that we use to support the body cleanse. I love this. I'm going to tell you guys, my gut literally had to work through this and I knew that's when my gut was imbalanced. I would only do like half a packet, and I would do it like every other day. And
I'm the same way. I had to start off the same way.
I keep telling people, so when you start this, and like depending on where you have been in your eating journey, you might have to do it slowly. Like you'll have to see, like you'll see some side effects, but it's normal, right? Because you're doing like a whole lifestyle like switch, and it takes your gut like time to kind of like just imagine, like the good and bad bacteria really are fighting, right? And the goal is to have more good bacteria than less bad bacteria. But in the beginning, they're literally fighting, and so it's going to produce all this stuff like maybe gassy or whatnot. But you guys, absolutely worth it. So what does this product do? It's really up to you when you want to do it. Some people will do it on week 3 of the program because then for 2 weeks you've kind of been cleansing, and this goes into a deeper cleanse. You break this packet up. It's literally like an unsweetened lemonade. You put this in 32 ounces of water, shake it.
Oh, it's delicious. It's not intrusive.
I love it. I actually add a fizz stick to it. You can add whatever you want. Ice. You want it cold. Some people want it hot. You can do however it works for you. But what it does is actually has aloe vera. So it actually helps kind of eliminate all they say stool that's been stuck in your intestinal tract for a long time. It also has L-glutamine, again, to support your liver, for leaky gut. It has magnesium, just a lot of really good things to clean you at a deeper level.
We have miles and miles of those, and we got to make sure it's cleaned out.
You've got to make sure it's cleaned out. And the good thing, again, you can do this even while you're traveling, while at work, because, again, it's very gentle. You are not going to need to do a number 2. You will be doing number 1 because a lot of liquid, but otherwise, we're doing this together with your.
Okay. But it's better than most other cleanses because other people are running to literally because the base is very intrusive, the other stuff that people use.
Yeah.
And when I did this, just like you said, you go halvesies on it, and you're just going to go to the bathroom like a normal person does. Nothing's going to be out of whack. You can live through this if you have a commitment, to your job and, and things like that. You're not going to be running to the bathroom 24/7.
Exactly. Again, everything is super gentle with Arbonne, which I love. The next product we talk about, this is another favorite thing, actually. A lot of people do the green shots every day. So this is really for people who aren't getting, again, enough fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
So it's absolutely awesome. 1 scoop gives you 37 different fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's great for antioxidants. You can add it to your cake. Some people will actually make what they call a green shot in the morning, where they'll do a little bit of water, a scoop of this. Some people will add a fizz stick. Some people will add the digestive health to it, and they literally chug it up first thing in the morning before anything else to break their fast, and then they'll follow it up with, their protein shake or whatever's next in your docket. But it's up to you. So it's super healthy for children too. You can actually add this to pasta sauces. My kids, I just add it in the chocolate protein. They don't taste it. But for people who are picky eaters, who are not getting enough fruits and vegetables, this is absolutely awesome.
And that's most of the population. Even people who do a whole food plant-based diet or are vegetarians or anything of that sort, heavily vegetables, you're not going to get that. You go to a salad bar, there's a couple of vegetables that you're going to get. I know for a fact when I eat, I don't get cranberries. I barely eat kale. I try to get it when I find it, but I don't even buy it on the normal because I'm in a rush. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Blueberries, it's been like 3 months, and now finally I got some blueberries in there. So I would say, if you're a very meat-centric kind of diet, then this is what you need to supplement the nutrition that you're missing.
Absolutely. And so between the greens balance, and if you go into the next slide, which is our fiber boost powder. So when you do the package, you can choose either or. So again, it just depends, and we can help you guys decide depending on what's going on with your life. Some people maybe do better with vegetables, but they really need extra fiber on the side. So the fiber here, I love it. In our house, it's called the poo-poo fairy dust because no one gets constipated. Your children get constipated, and a lot of people give children medication, which I think is awful because their kids can't go because you watch them suffer, and it's awful. But you guys, if you have enough fiber, I promise you there's no problem. We add this to anything. I add this to the shake. It's odorless, it's tasteless, it's gritless. I add it to your pasta sauces. You can add it to your scrambled eggs. You will never know. The kids, literally, they never know. They just
that's perfect
in their bowels.
Yeah, because that's tough. A lot of them don't want to. You take them to McDonald's one time, and it's over. You're not going to get them back. Vegetables are awful. I mean, we're talking about. I mean, these things are highly addictive. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I ate it when I was a kid. It takes. I mean, just to get one person off of soda. It takes them a year just to do that. I mean, these are, at the end of the day, I hate to say it, these are addicting products, but that's the food industry. The food industry wants you to come back.
Exactly. And so this fiber, you guys, again, it's amazing. There's so many different ways to add it to your diet. It's safe for kids. It's safe for you. A lot of people might say, "Oh, but I don't need fiber. I go to the bathroom regularly." So, again, as a nurse practitioner, I'm going to tell you guys, fiber does more than just clean out your gut. It actually supports your blood sugar levels.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps you fuller longer, and it's not spiking up and down, which in turn will support your pancreas, so that you don't end up type 2 diabetic. A lot of people think
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Fiber is honestly the hidden secret to a lot of the health issues that we have in this country. As you said, diabetes, arthritis. I mean, it's cleaning out your blood vessels. I mean, it's making blood flow fly through there a lot more effectively.
Oh yeah, and so a lot of people again think like for fiber, it's like a sponge, right? As it goes down your intestinal tract, it actually will pick up all the saturated fats and all of that and flush it out in your stool.
A leading cardiologist recently said, look, if you don't want to go vegan or whole food plant-based diet, he says, if you're going to have that burger, at least have a big giant salad. When he says a big giant salad, he's talking about like literally a big bowl like this big, of fiber, so you can technically then have your burger afterwards. Because if anything, that dietary change will be better. But of course, if you do this, 2 or 3 times out of the day, you're going to be great. You don't need to do all that.
Exactly. And so what people don't realize is, do you know that the average American only ingests 4 grams of fiber a day, and the recommendation now is anywhere from 25 to 35 grams a day.
This is the fountain of youth, guys.
I mean, it's crazy. And 1 scoop of this gives you you're halfway, because it's about 12 grams. So just keep that in mind, which is again.
And this also brings down inflammation. I know a lot of people who have inflammation, and they don't realize why they have inflammation.
Exactly. So we'll go into the next slide, which basically shows you the kit. So this is the kit we're talking about. If you want to do the 30-day, this is the best bang for your buck, because you basically get it 40% off.
Exactly.
So as you see, you'll basically get to pick your 2 bags of protein. You're going to get the digestion puff, which is the pre and probiotic. You have 2 boxes of tea. You get to pick 2 boxes of the energy fizz sticks, whatever flavor you want. And then you get to pick if you want to do the body cleanse, the greens, or the fiber, and you get to pick 2 out of those 3. So again, whatever works for you better. And you guys, and so why is this super affordable, you guys? By the time you pay for this, for the day, it basically breaks down to about $9 a day. That's insane.
That's a steal.
That's a steal.
Also, to remind you that this is an investment. Okay, you got to look at it that way. You're investing in your nutrition. You're investing in your body. You're investing in your health. You don't want to get close to retirement, or even while you're an athlete or anything of that nature. Some people even have it when they're 30 or 20, and what you're doing is you're getting all these extra drugs from the doctor to mitigate your poor habits that technically you can't kick.
Exactly. And so you guys, if you can show me anywhere where you could get 2 meals for the day, which your 2 meal replacements, your drink for the day, which is your energy fizz stick, and then on top of that, your probiotic, because let's face it, probiotic over the counter, the good ones, is very expensive. To cleanse your gut. If you can get all of that, you guys, 2 meals for $10, show me where I can get that, because you really can't. And so again, most people end up saving. And so we start, usually we start our 30-day challenge every first Monday of the month. I think in July, it's whatever that first Monday is after July 4th. However, I tell people, any Monday that you're ready to start, we can absolutely get you started. We plug you into the group. The group, I think we have 2 every month.
Yes.
You can get started. You can even start with like 1 shake a day, and then maybe when July comes, and after the 4th, because let's face it, you'll probably be grilling and doing whatever it is.
And I train people with this too. So if they don't, I honestly always recommend to go on and do it with Arbonne as well. But I also have done this in little, in the gym with people, and it works. And we coach you here too as well.
I love it. I mean, this program has absolutely changed our health.
You get double support there.
Exactly. And so now we'll quickly switch gears. If you go into the next slide, again, we have to cover a little bit about our skin, because let's face it,
Can't go wrong with this.
It's our largest organ. Again, with Arbonne, everything is integrated, from our gut now in our skincare routine. And so one of the lines that I absolutely love, if you change to the next slide, is called our RE9 Advanced Skincare. We have for men, we have for women, you guys. This is absolutely amazing. It helps with your skin firmness, elasticity, tone, minimizing your fine lines, wrinkles, and adding a lot of hydration into your skin. A lot of people think that you've got to pay all this big money, you guys. I'm telling you, this is the secret right here. And as you see in that slide, The statistics are all there. Again, they've done research, absolutely works. That's what I started with 6 years ago. And people don't believe, but I'm turning 40 in November, but it's real. But again,
Awesome.
you gotta take care of your inside and your out. So
Mm-hmm.
the next slide. So for a couple different lines, as we said, Arbonne has like over 400 products. But so the first one on the most left was the RA9 Advanced. I told you, if you are younger and you don't need so many steps, maybe you're not super into the anti-aging yet, we have the prep work line, which is super easy. It's literally 3 or 4 steps. If you are more acne prone, or maybe you have like a teenager at home, or even people with adult acne, the one on the right, which is called our Cool Future set, absolutely amazing. And then if you go into the next slide, I'll show you the other stuff. This one on the very left is called our Biohydria. I also love this. It's for people who have like really dehydrated skin and they just need extra, kind of that extra oomph and hydration.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the very right is called our Super Calm. So if you're
I got that when I bought the first package. A lot of the people, I gave this as a gift to, and they of course texted me back. They said they loved the product.
It is amazing. I'm telling you, your skin is so soft. My husband actually loves the Super Calm line. It's for people, again, with more sensitive skin. So the people who, break out easily, you feel like you have a lot of redness, anything that touches you, you seem to break out or get red or just super hypersensitive. This has tiger grass extract, you guys, which basically was studied that tigers, when they got injured and they rolled on the grass, tiger grass, it actually healed their skin. And so we have that in our product to heal your skin. So I love it. Again, there's so many lines, but just kind of highlighting some of the things here. And then we can go to the next slide. Again, this is just the business side, you guys. I don't know if anybody ever thinks about it, but if you're kind of like, oh, I would love to do something different, or whether you love your job right now or not, or maybe you just need something extra, like extra money. Maybe you need to save for your son's college. Maybe you want to save for retirement. Whatever it is, know that it is available for you. It's $49 to basically, that's less than a manicure, pedicure. I tell people,
Exactly.
to be a consultant, you can absolutely join Hansel and I. It's very minimal risks. It's really a Snickers decision versus a mortgage decision.
It's a wonderful company. I love the commodity. I love the products. I really believe in it. This is good if you're trying to make some side money. I got this, of course, I already explained, because it was going to round out the business here at Crowbar Gym. And I know people needed nutrition, and I was going all over the place trying to piece together a system. And I realized that was just going to be tremendously expensive. So I'm very blessed that I found a nice company to aid me and aid my customers in going forward with their health.
Exactly. And then if you go to the next slide, how it works, the business model is super simple. Especially right now, we know with COVID, everything has really kind of gone virtually. And so as you see here, as long as you have a phone or you have StreamYard and you're on the computer, you can absolutely grow your business. You can share it. We are in 6 different countries. So you could have clients in Canada, in Australia, in the UK, in Poland, in New Zealand. It's endless, how you can kind of grow this. As long as you have a cell phone, there's no minimum orders required. You order when you want, how much you want. You don't have to ever stock inventory. There's no sales quotas or any of that. There's really zero pressure. You get to decide.
It's what you want to do with it. I love the pliability of the business side. I don't feel like I need to push customers or anything of that nature. It feels more like an environment where I can help somebody. I'm like, you know what, maybe you should do this, or maybe we'll do something else. And then, and it's, I would say I like the camaraderie behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you're like, okay, how much money does this make? So you can turn to the next slide. Honestly, you can go to earnings.arbonne.com. And this is just kind of it shows you kind of the average and then the top level. But I'm going to tell you, I've been in this for 6 years. Whether you want a couple $100 to save, for shoe money, bag money, whatever it is, to buy your toys for the big boys, or you really want life-changing income, it's absolutely there, from a couple hundred to 4 figures to 5 figures, and really to the 6-figure income level. My sponsor, when I first started 6 years ago, was in my level, and today she's at the top level, making an average of $22,000 a month. Again, that's all dependent on your work, because the earning potential is different for anyone. You really get back what you put out. Just know that it is equal, and it does make money. You just have to work it. So,
yeah, if you also too, I like the sales. I like to sell. So a lot of people don't know how to sell. This is good because you're going to go up in front of people. You're going to learn how to sell. You got a good support system. But what I like about it too is like, I would say is like you can really do this on your own time. That's the best part about it. You know, you never feel rushed. No one's like, hey, the quota's here or anything of that nature. So like you said, you put in what you can.
Exactly. And then the next slide, if you're like, okay, I'm not really interested in that right now, but I want to buy product for $29, you guys. It's a one-time fee. You basically get to shop at Arbonne at a discount. You get our package, the Healthy Living package at 40% off. It's really $266.40 plus your tax.
What a sale.
The $29, it's such a deal, you guys. And then for a whole year, you get to shop Arbonne at 20% off just individual products. Again, there's no quotas. If you never want to buy again, you don't have to. But most people keep coming back every few months to, buy and replenish.
Especially that fizz, man. They love that fizz.
It's amazing, and you get free shipping and just all that awesome stuff. And so really that's what it is. And so I'm here, I'm gonna close it out and really just say, however we can help you, let us know. Get back to Hansel, get back to me. We're happy to help you guys with whatever your needs are, whether it's to start with better skincare, whether you want to start your journey of getting healthier from the inside out with some nutrition products. Let us know. Hansel can help you come up with a package that suits you. If you're not ready to jump into the 30-day, know that there's options for everything.
There's options for everything. I mean, from my experience, I get a combination of stuff. So pretty much it's usually the protein. People need, they like their protein package. So, there's, of course, the delicious flavors. So I just got the strawberry. No complaints there. People love it. Somebody told me like, oh, I really hate chocolate. I hate vanilla. And I was like, well, guess what? We got strawberry for you, and they're loving it. And I wasn't really into the skincare stuff, but honestly, you opened up my mind. And I'm like, you know what? There's something to the skincare because I started looking into it more and I started reading more Arbonne material. And I was like, well, this is part of health. This is a whole component of health. Not because, I was looking at more from like, oh, it's all vanity and don't get me wrong, I got some vanity up here, but I like the health aspect of it. And that's what I really enjoyed. So I bought some products and I gave them out and I got really good results from it. People really like it. So I'm very happy. I'm very content with the ethics. I really like the ethics. I really like the company. So hopefully everybody can join us and we can work something out. And if you guys, want to, work out, where we do ARXs here, we have, if you feel like you can't work out or anything of that nature, we do a whole package deal here. So, it's everything from lifting weights. We do time under load. We work with you in if you have any injuries, and we also work with you in the nutritional component of it. And this is why I got into Arbonne because they're helping people, and I believe in the mission.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you.
Cool. And as you can see, our numbers here, if you guys want to call in, who knows? I was just throwing it up there. And, the email's there, and then your email too is here as well, so you can hit us up on the email, and we can have a consultation. And we just I want to help some people, and hopefully we can have a relationship.
Yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. Do you have anything to add?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Excellent. So I'm going to end this live, and here we go. Take care, guys. Take care.
Thank you.